That is the general vibrational atmosphere of this crowd. It is.
This month marks the 20th year since I've been going to workshops, and it's been an amazing ride. The other thing that I'm here to celebrate is my daughter, who was 6 weeks old at the time that I went to my first workshop, is here with me today. So I'm really happy about that. My question is unrelated.
That's quite a bag of marbles.
Okay. If Esther made a choice, could she use the energy that is Abraham to heal people? Heal them of their physical ailments?
Esther and everyone else could. This is why. Because as Esther aligns her bag of marbles with ours, then for that time of alignment, she is us. She and our point of attraction are one and the same. So as she holds someone as her object of attention and knows their wellness, she has had an experience herself with this, where on this last cruise, we're going to make this a very short story, but it will answer your question. They were in Rome for 2 or 3 days before getting on the ship to go to the Greek islands. And she showered. She knew the floor was slippery. She could see it. It was shining. She took her shower, put her robe on, did her makeup and her hair, remembered her hair clip was still in the shower, went back to get it, reached in, stepped back on her left foot, which stepped in something slippery, and her feet went out from under, and she went crashing onto the toilet with her back. Ow. Yeah. Ow, ow, ow. Really, really, ow, 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 ow. She has a whole new respect for people in physical pain. Ow, 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 ow. Well, she had 3 days to just lay in bed and not move. And that's exactly what she did. If she ate something, someone brought it to her. In other words, she barely moved from that. And then it was the day to go to the ship. Not the most fun day she's ever had, because she was hurting, cracked ribs and bruised muscles and pulled tendons and. Nothing serious going on, but it was painful. So she got to the ship and then had a whole day and a half really, to just be there and do nothing, which she did. She found out she can sleep 22 hours a day. Did you know that you could sleep 22 hours a day? Esther found out she could sleep long periods of time. And then it was the first day of the workshop on the cruise. And there was no way in the world that she was not going to be on the stage. Oh, it's not like that. She's not doing it for you. The momentum of it, the logic of it, the gathering of it. And so she got there, got behind the podium, got Abraham, and felt great for the first time in several days. And she thought, this is jacked up. Afterwards, she thought, how can there be such a difference in the way Esther was feeling and the way Abraham seems to feel, in the same body, with the same ribs, with the same experience? It was a big enlightenment for Esther, because she realized that it's only about perspective. It's only about perspective. Now, Esther, we will say to you, is one of the most inner being calibrated humans who exists or ever has existed. In other words, she spent more time in alignment with us. She used to say to Jerry, if she was fussing over something, she'd say, I think I'll just go get Abraham, and you and Abraham can just live together, because you two get along so great. And Jerry said, that wouldn't be any fun. And Esther really didn't mean it. She was just wanted him to say that wouldn't be any fun. In other words, she was just baiting him for approval. That's what that calibrating to who you are is all about. You've heard us tell the stories of Jesus. There are many healers who, if you stood before him dripping your illness, he did not see your illness. He had calibrated so much to the vibrational, in the state of becoming version of you, that he understood that is present tense, not where you're standing with your body that hurts. And when someone knows something like that so powerfully, then if you're anywhere in the vicinity, if your bag of marbles is even close to that, you'll be caught up in that, at least for a moment. And that's why he said, go forth and tell no one. He knew that right now that bag of marbles was allowing this. The cells of your body are in constant contact with your inner being. How do you think your body functions? Really, you think you're doing it? Is that on your to-do today list? Heart keep pumping, breathe all night long, swallow when I put something in my mouth. These things aren't happening because they're on your conscious to-do list. These things are happening because your inner being and the cells and the intelligence of your cells and the intelligence of your inner being You're a cooperative component to all of that. And what goes wrong with humans is when you gather up so many things that you don't like, that you feel are wrong. It's morally wrong, it's legally wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't like that, I hate that, I want to stop that, I'm going to protest against that, until you've got this habit of offering vibrations that interferes with the flow of the communication, because you have free will. You get to think, and you get to vibrate, and you get to have law of attraction respond to what you've got going on. And when Esther thought about it, she thought, what was I doing? Because I've been living happily ever after for a long time. I would not admit to anybody that I'm not mostly living happily ever after. That cruise was a little bit tricky, because the 2 or 3 days before, she got an announcement from her airline that there was a countrywide strike in the country of Italy, and that there was going to be a pre-planned cease to everything happening with the air traffic controllers and baggage handlers on the day that Esther's flight was supposed to arrive in Italy. And Esther thought, oh, all these hundreds of people that are coming to play with us, what have I gotten them into? She was trying to be the stage manager. She was trying to be the travel agent. She was trying to be the keeper of all of their being. She felt responsible for calling them into 106-degree weather in Italy and in Greece. She was taking all of this way more personally than she has any business taking anything. Because everybody that comes because they want to be here, because there's some version of their desire that is being satisfied too, you see. And so Esther said to herself, after moving through this, she's mostly feeling great most of the time now. She said to herself, my takeaway from this is that I had to put myself in a position where I had no choice other than just lie there before I would do only the things that I really wanted to do. Most of you are so busy serving each other and not being at one with it, that you've got a tension going on that doesn't allow you to live the full life that you want to live. It takes really a lot of life to help you make a decision that's strong enough, you see. Strong enough that you move in the direction of what feels best to you, trusting that the law of attraction is doing the matching of it up, you see. It's what humans call faith in God. It's what humans call faith, period. It's what we call with going with the flow. It's what we call living in a universe where there is a gravitational field and where there is a field of attraction. This field of attraction, this field of law of attraction, was what Einstein was looking for, this unifying field that affected everything. Every single thing is affected by this, because everything that is like unto itself is drawn. Once you get the hang of this, and once you make the connection between how you feel with what you're thinking about and how you feel with what you're thinking about and how it's turning out, that's how you understand what your point of attraction is. And isn't that what a creator wants to do? Isn't that what the sculptor is doing? How I feel and how it turns out, isn't that what they're going for? As they're painting, isn't how it turns out important to them? The process is too, but aren't they tied together? They are inextricably tied together, you see. And so Esther doesn't want to heal people. She wants to be a catalyst to allow an understanding of how it all works, so that people can do the natural thing of being naturally in a state of well-being and prosperity and physicality and relationships. In other words, Esther doesn't want to dictate if somebody even should be well, or should have money, or should have a relationship, or should have children. None of that. Esther has finally got it, that this is a universe of diversity, and that is a lovely, 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 lovely thing. She just wants to be a helper in helping people calibrate to their own power. And that's really what healing is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a really good time for a segment of refreshment.